There are random moments that can uncover personal unknowns or evoke whole new life questions that demand our attention. I had just one of those moments the other day. I was waiting in the lobby of a theater in Brooklyn, waiting to be allowed into the musical Monsoon Wedding, which was great. A couple approached me, elderly. Aren't we all these days? And the man said to me, "We saw you on the train heading here, and I recognized you, but I'm not sure." I looked up and immediately recognized him. He was Donna's oncologist, Dr. B. I stood, I shook his hand, I was introduced to his wife. They sat across from me in the A train. We all had masks on. And I thought, even as I looked at the couple across from me, I did not have a hint of who he was. Now I know. We chatted about the play, their trip to India, his retirement, yet he's still doing some work at a major university hospital. I shared my story as if I really have a story to share with a luminary, one worthy of this medical luminary. God bless those who don't eye roll in front of me when I yap away. I did speak in detail and with great gratitude what he offered Donna in his clinical work. One specific memory I shared was our first visit with him. I mentioned how Donna was told by her PC via voicemail at her office that she had stage 4 cancer and 6 months to live. I know, such a what the fuck moment. Which that evening when Donna came home became an entire lifelong heartbreak for me. Well, at this first visit with Dr. B, Donna asked if in fact that was her reality. I remembered and shared with him right there in the lobby of the theater what he said. "Let's do an exam. Look at your chart." He did the exam, and then he turned to speak with her. He sat her down in a chair, not on the table, and he said, "Donna, you're asymptomatic. The tumors are small. Two of them can't be resected. The one in the brain can be resected. Overall, 6 months is not the plan, but this is stage 4 cancer, and we'll do the best we can." He then did something that captured who he was and how he saw Donna. On paper, he drew a horizontal line. On the left-hand end of the line, he wrote Donna. On the right-hand side, he wrote Dr. B. "You are the patient. I trust your insight. Please mark on this line where you want to be in relation to us working together. On the left, you have complete authority. I will follow that unless your decisions may harm you. On the right, I have complete authority, but you will have the authority to question all that I'm doing." Donna marked a spot in the middle, and I still have that document. After I related to him how that gave Donna and I so much hope, Dr. B responded about that memory. He said it was such a tragic moment. Okay, I guess there's an element of tragic, but it was amazing how this moment, how your clinical work took our planning to go to Oregon for assisted suicide right off the table. All he saw was me dwelling on her death, not his brilliant, compassionate clinical self. I've been mulling his reaction to my sharing, not just in that moment for a couple days, but more about all I've been doing for all these years. And it's more than message delivered, message received. All I can say is this feels like what I write about is trying to explain Norway to a dog. I'm not sure what I write, share, and this video really speaks to what I feel or want to say. It must be my failure to communicate. I knew Nina or Westy heard my words, but Nina kept turning her head, wondering what I was saying. That's when I'm beginning to think, is what I'm doing with all that I'm writing, sharing, video, blah, blah, blah. I'm reading a memoir called Easy Beauty. It's written by Chloe Cooper Jones. It's a memoir about living life with a disability. It's so much more, but for now, let me leave that there. In a segment, she was writing about her father, and Jones wrote this: he saw the world through the lens of himself. This has stuck with me since I read it. Is the sharing I'm doing truly through the lens of myself? Am I, in fact, just abstracting my thoughts to tell a story from somewhere else and not me, which feels like journalism and not memoir? It seems Dr. B didn't understand what I was saying, or he saw it through the lens of the thousands of his patients, many of whom have died. Therefore, his lens sees me as living in a world of Donna's death, and not what I wanted to communicate. Hope was given where there was none. That is a crux of what seems to be the rote, grinding life I live and have lived and am living since Donna died. I'm not apparent to others, and sometimes not even apparent to myself. My thoughts seem to be like explaining Norway to a dog. You all tilt your head wondering, what am I saying and why? Have I been failing to communicate? Is all that I've written, shared, podcasted, YouTube missed what was my truth? Here's a quote from Cooper Jones' book that captures the randomness of this meeting and its fallout. Let me tell you the truth and not a story. Let me tell you the truth and not a story. I've been explaining Norway to my dog all along and never really took the time to wrestle my genius out from me with a harsh truth. The corollary for all of this is more truth, less sharing. Validation needs not to be sought after. I can do this in the isolation of myself, and it is my truth, nobody else's. Okay, now what? This is maybe a new journey into the unknown, into nowhere, or the known I fear to share. Even if there is nothing to go back to, there is something to go towards. So stay tuned. We'll see where this goes, or I'll just turn chicken shit and not do anything. As usual, leave a comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And thank you so much for listening, those of you who listened.